What's up, guys? Welcome back. Doing a quick volume profile analysis here. Um, so the thing about volume profile is people call it an indicator, and that's kind of misleading because indicators they hope to tell you something to do. You know, they hope to tell you an action to take when something happens, like the MACD I have down here. You know, we want to get in when the signal line crosses above the MACD. We want to go for long. If it happens below the histogram, even better. If it happens above, while price is above the 200, even better. So this was actually a trading strategy, pretty popular on YouTube. It's out there. 200 period moving average shows you in an uptrend. MACD crossing below the histogram to the top side, and you see this would have nailed this trade right here. You would have got all of this, right? So that's what people expect from indicators. What a volume profile tells you, though, is it just takes this information here, this volume, which is key, and it just flips it on its side. Okay, it's not telling you what to do. Okay, that is where you have to use your brain, and that is why I think most people shy away from it, because it's very subjective. But really all you have to understand is that this POC here, okay, this is the most traded price of the day. It's the most traded price because buyers and sellers agreed to open positions here. Okay, for this to be the most traded price, many people had to agree to sell at this area, and many people had to agree to buy at this area. Okay, so it's going to act as a price magnet. What's going to reject prices is areas in the chart where volume was light. You see this? There was no volume here on the way down. It dried up about right here. Okay, so whereas most people would say, well, I'm going to put my order on the POC, and because everyone traded here before, and I'm going to, you know, have these people stop my order, they'll want to buy again when it gets back down here. You really should be looking at the low volume node, because this will show you where there was reluctance to trade. This here doesn't show you any reluctance. This shows you that they traded here all day long. They were happy to trade here. You want to look for spots in the VP where they were unhappy to trade, where they were reluctant to open positions, one side or the other, and that will show you where your entry should be, because this is either going to blow right through here, you're going to have a big candle through here, or you're going to start to see this rejection, which you have right here. Okay, and I'm actually going to take this trade. So let's see how this plays out, and hopefully this will be a good video on volume profile. Really simple stuff, but I'm buying inside of this low volume node right here because it stopped price here. They had to pull away from it. They came back to it. They stuttered a little bit here. They came back and tested it here. They came back and tested it here. Now they're testing it again. So if they're going to buy, in my opinion, they're going to buy somewhere here between here and here. Okay, so I already added on up at the top, and I'm looking to add on right here. Okay, now what will make it look like high volume nodes are working is that they come right after low volume nodes. Does that make sense? So if I were to put my order here, for instance, at the most traded price of the day, I could, there's the pullback I wanted. Okay, I could potentially be right about this node holding, but that's going to be because below it there is a low volume node. Okay, so it's not going to fall too much and bounce. So if you put your order here and put your stop below here, it could work out, and you'll think it's because of this high volume node that stopped price, but it's most likely going to be because of the low volume node where no one wanted to trade in. Okay, does that make sense? It's most likely going to be that area that rejects price underneath your high volume node, and since it typically goes high volume node, low volume node, let me move that up. Let's do this. you know, the profile is typically node, no space, no space, no space, high value node, no space, no space, no space. So you put your order here thinking, okay, great, I'm in an area that's gonna support price because a lot of trading occurred here. But what you're really trading is this zone below here where no trades occurred. Okay, or very little trading occurred. So when they reject your node, they fall a little bit and reject. You think, oh great, it worked, this zone held. But you're really tapping into this zone below here. That makes sense? So let's get rid of this. Let's let this play out and see what happens. We're going to target about 50 bucks on this. I'm thinking about adding on one more if it wants to dip lower into here. All right.